Abusia Ghana boys our most coming abrofo no ebu omo afaso no wo moto atwie o na mepamchaw yenkon kohwe omo video bi a aba bontin efa ekwan a Ghanaian boys efa so eji abrofo ma na omo masika ayedan edi na utimu se boys ni bisiko mu di to talk cars Lamborghini ni ye ho ade no utimu se enya ni nyina no mutwa ni party twimoja o ebi wo ho a eye romance scam. Yes, Abusia, GhanaCelebrities and Combatutiano esitie ewo ka sei.
Romance scams have reached epidemic proportions in the US. People are being swindled out of hundreds of thousands of dollars believing that they are in love. We wanted to understand who was behind these crimes. So we traveled to Ghana in West Africa, where we managed to get inside, undercover, into these syndicates, where these young Ghanaian men across the country are in these underground boiler rooms, luring people online, scouring the internet on online dating sites to lure them into these romance scams. They prefer targeting men, they say, because they fall harder and quicker and are less likely to report it to the police because of the shame associated with it. And once that emotional connection is secured by these younger scammers, the big bosses of the syndicate, the closers, step in because they usually speak better English, and they seduce them into believing that they've fallen in love. They shower them with gifts, with affection, with messages. They think they've met the love of their lives, and they choose to target the bereaved, the elderly, people maybe who've lost a spouse, who are in mourning and are desperate for some kind of connection. Americans, they say, are lonely. They live online, so they're easy to scam because their whole lives are spent on the internet. Once they secure that connection, then the business part comes. And sometimes it can take 6 months. And they'll introduce it slowly, saying, you know, my grandmother left me a gold mine in Ghana. Do you want to invest to secure our happy future together? And we see people parting with hundreds of thousands of dollars in fake investments and non-existent gold mines.
Na utie said on one kasa si chire nsemu a se ono so chire adwuma o meboa se we dey right from here moko start bio ana se dey wo si chire mu ekwanyo mofa so eni wo modi nkomo period ye mutimi ni wo modi nkomo edru achese basa na business ye bam said ekwanyo mofa so bo mo adwen wo modi nkomo na diri baabi a na gbese ne sei ani wo business bi wo Ghana me pese we invest in na achese wo ye mienu ye future eye kama obehu an so discabia ba be something wo na buruni ya send na betom dwo ene ye basa ene ye nya yaso no ene omokoto omokas ene omonoma ebasa ye nya yaso. Yes, said you see chire media me pamchaw omni safo yi bi edi enkomo. Yes, aye Ghana fo yi a omubu abrofo agi omusika ewo internet so no omni ebinom edi nkomo na yenhwe.
Down a dusty alley in a car, young men cast off their true identities.
Nipa na wokọ ne de enanimu ama but na chi de yenka nkyira wo na chi se ye kan sen sa sikani oh ye ni pe ya wo Swedru Abutrika on se Abutrika mo Abutrika da bia no oyobi asa na wonante wo de hwe
in fake investments and non-existent gold mines.
Down a dusty alley.
On nipa na wokọ no se de wo si nante no Abutrika but enyo no a mesraw enyo no a
in a car, young men cast
on hasempo no haseni die haseno eseni yepan but all the same no yentie enhwe de koy
true identities as they enter this apartment. They call it their hustle kingdom. Meet Ghana's Yahoo boys.
Na just other name and I say baby omusia ebu abrofo no de omofre sa bia ye no hustle kingdom. What you see we de ukomu a it said the call occult group mu now because Hustle Kingdom abusia ano odin some to me ye ekunkum ni pa nyina ye no ma bebere on top.
Online fraudsters who swindle Americans out of millions of dollars by luring them into romance scams.
I go on online dating sites, find a male friend.
Abdullah, not his real name, is part of this syndicate that we filmed undercover. Late into the night, he scours online dating sites, preying on lonely older men over the age of 60, posing as this woman.
I'll go on Instagram, use a girl's picture. I pretended to be a girl. Chat with him.
The scammers pretend to be white American women residing in the US, tricking men into falling in love with them. But these are small-time hustlers working for a boss who sets them up with phones, laptops, electricity and internet. And there are hundreds more underground boiler rooms just like this throughout Ghana.
I'm the mastermind behind the whole thing.
That syndicate boss, Voodoo.
Said ye almost said you must describe Ghana for no almost say you was afo no bibiri e work just a Ghana afana bia and I want you and say me pam chomo ye maku bi and they did them and ye Ghana afana bia munkan ye.
Together with a senior member who calls himself Kola. They've agreed to speak to us on condition we conceal their identities.
I come from a poor family and a poor background.
And in a world connected by the click of a button, they've turned to cyber fraud.
Abusia, not so far, according to a report from US, when he said the Ghana for mming is able you can say US for Emrewafoni and Kokrana, say one Ajiwa Mwankasa ensem. Even where you're okay, no doesn't mean so monya anopoma sibrew, but minim die to amonso krampo, esanso ebiebie, yena yaka no mu biebie yani, ama yehunu adwuma na nisu because mimpo nanka minim se sa na mo ye no, some meko dating site na kire se wo mo opposite as somebody, wo na kire se mo de aye no ma. Se si ade se wa kire mu bebre adwuma, ene ye mo nko na mo nko start ye. Abusunya e pa yentie Malinda nso woka na brabo mu nsem kakra na yentie bi emfa ma no
mema na mo ne mate a se mu pia bonte a oba ne be fremo mfa no ana hyem adwenum sa de na me pia bon me akola no control me na me mfa me ba ma ba no hwe nhwe ye madam fi bi London no frame anime ya mo adwuma mu one guy bi ti kro mu ase atena 6 years ba ma ne ni enwuma when him said one not 6 years no brand anware no but on net that's what to say pena active dan ba kom brand ada for koye obi ho ade wo Ghana and a girl bi a wo ka ho girl made of anaba ko brand se me ware no obi a woni krata no akọ Ghana bra yi ma na busuafo koye wo ba na wo hu no hu ne da no a won ne kasa video call no o ma na busuafo koye ne ho ade since a bra yi ekoye ge yi ho ade madafo no ntino fa ne nye hwe bete ma de bia no ye be sa bra na ko wa Ghana madafo da so net wa ha and now no Friday ye twa mu ye kina no week o se baby o mote na police for ba ho the police for ba ho no no just a control fee ho enti o free guy no say o kan kire ne se mane ma baby o go bia na kotia ba o mu fee ho o free brand more than 15 times the brand na amfa brand ne be dru fee ho no ma na koti so ne mu ye the brand akotum ono oba ti fie wa pia bonte kwa adwuma wa fa telephone afrew peke kra ne busa ne ade we okay sa somode ba ne yankwase asema sabi waka chance my busy was it break me no be akwa ne fie tumi gina komo so sa fon so sa was le me amene ne ti wo mi se me nipa me de mani sa ne hwebra no ya che bra ne dem ya che ne tu mu no so no woni sika ya nya lawyer ma no woni sika de fa lawyer e na girl no busa madafo no busa se ne si a lawyer ye pa ma we ya woni sika yi e be de atua on face wo hu oba na oba hu ne da wotoka afri ha e de ma door to door fo ni bi de kokoma oba no e wo fi oba hu ne da e ma oba ne tekem bra ne nya sika bia ono da koma oba no wo fi ne so oba no le tia de obeso che se ono de oni nin kuntabu
ana woni bebe we ya watoka akoma no wo fi obi wom zuri wo fie Jimmy sana be ma de ewu
ya che no on fa sika mra wo so oba no ne te ase ni fa ni sika me emfa lawyer ma no na wo pie ba watua no se ofre me ne no chechi ma kire no se le da tie nkota sama na na bo so ne me ka me fa me sika fa lawyer ma lawyer so ba je ne 3000 me fa me sika ntua ne yi na wo betua ena mbusa ne se no oba no ofie no sika na no de koma ne ma no ye koma na ne ka no use no ade o ma oba ne ton ka no ana se sika na de ko fide bi o se ne koma oba no o ma oba ne fa bi mra ne ye fa nyi no oso ka kire bra na bra ofre bra ne friend na wo so e friend once ofre bra no na wo ka se na me de miniska nti oba no wore no ofie no sika de akoma no se sika keto a oso mo de ye business nti ma ne fa bi mra 3000 de se nye sika na ye fa ma lawyer no lawyer ni twitwa nye wo sister madam fune se bra ne de oba ne number man because okodem no fro oba na oba ne mfo oba number man madam fune frɛ na na yiri no ofie ne so oni madam fune ne nkuntabu ya che bra na wonnam yeyi na no aba hwew ya chi be ma wa be yo ho ade ani ne dade am ka se me ma ho se ne nyina no abrabo ne ebo ne yedi ho abro ne nya ya bibi be bra ne da so dem oba ne se ondo ni seka bi o so sama se stande afalo ya bi ama bra ne ti bra ne nnem yeyi na no aba ena madam for business na car na o de bro so na de car no so de be chen me what in kwasa mo so so obi so am so so nya ne dia so na me dia nti eden maton so ne ma sasa bre mo za mo fan ko yi no ya chi ne nti ye won ma ne nem sister si ye yi na oni bi na de ko odi ba ko yi na jano no nem asem oba na ofie ka kire no
abusia na wahunu de obi kom na lady ni so mpo di akire o follow we wanya time e follow enu otimu so wa kuma papa because we yanka ye follow mene na komoche no to mu na me so metina me baabi ama de beto me bi ato no abusia so far we ane de etwa gu ayese munua no mu go Ghana so ebu abrofo ma na omema age o musika di subscribe for updates, turn it on notification bell no na me fa wo ensi ahase